find you? Just give us a quick description of where you are.
Basically, if you head to the tower, keep going to the tower towards, past the tower towards the American Air Museum, and we're actually just on the left, about 100 yards after the tower. We're right adjacent to the flight line, this side of the flight line walk, so we're not on the flight line walk side, so everybody can come along and have a look, and you will see the plotting table, and you'll see 2 bell tents and a normal ridge tent, and that's where we are, and 12 o'clock, as I say, you should get a great show.
It's just an extension of you, of your brain, head, eyes. Graceful wing, the elliptical wing, but at the same time, purists would say, well, it's not really a Spitfire anymore because you have this big Griffon engine in the nose and those 2 propellers. Why 2 propellers? Just to transmit more power, more energy, and to cancel the torque, the enormous torque created by the rotating propeller in front of the aircraft. From the moment of the day and what you've had for breakfast and your own idea of what art is. Some people are really nuts about the Havilland designs, and some people would give everything for a Spitfire. They're all beautiful. The Dragon up there, the big white biplane with 2 engines, was when it... will be a bit more rock and roll and different. The opening of 1 year in 2000. Now we're going to Duxford-Legends. Now it's no longer this side of the world of life, and we got it for better skies. Leading the pack is Brian Smith. He's not French, he's purely English, and he flies for airlines. He's an airline captain, he's a very good aerobatic pilot, he was even a racing pilot a long time ago. It had an ashtray in the cockpit just because it was war and nobody probably had told the young pilots of the time. The Skyraider is deafening, isn't it? Yeah, the Skyraider and the Sea Fury behind it. The Fury is furious due to the noise. The 3 Bristol fighters. This was state of the art in 1970. It was a heavy fighter for the period, a 2-man crew. Just like old tractors. Yeah? And you have the blueprint of the wing turning around them at low altitude and protecting them from the northwest. Well, the Tempest was not really a terrifying aircraft to fly. In fact, it was Furies are still in love with this aircraft, despite the fact that it's a bit terrifying again. What was well, both of them both do their job and both of them fly for a living. but both of them were very, very good and high-rank aerobatic pilots. And when you talk about on the way up, it doesn't seem to slow down. If you reduce the engine here, of course it will slow down. When it slows down and get back to the axis. It's one of these airplanes where the visibility is so poor from the cockpit that if you want to see something where you're going, you have to bank the aircraft or push the nose down or whatever. Move the aircraft to be able to see in the direction where you want. Look at this. So this thing ahead of you, so you can side slip. Looking sideways where you are going to go. 15 the aircraft across the sky and then when you're final, looking back to the rudder and on center. And then you don't see a thing. Among the big legends of the sky is the Grumman Company saga. And that's something. Grumman was started in the 60 years ago. They had to be flown just like you have to ride a horse. You don't drive a horse, you ride it. A piston engine aircraft is not driven. It's really flown. And these two were the successors of the Wildcat. The one is a Tiger Cat. Let's see it offers. Rare aircraft. Yep, it's the only one in Europe. It's the only one in Europe, and they are. That's how these aircraft with many souls came into existence. One of the many aircraft. And it's been said that it's probably the nicest in the world in terms of mechanical status because it has reached very smooth and very the white one, yeah, that's plain sail. Come the graceful ladies, looking like galleons almost. Yeah, galleons, that's it. But if you up to the 1950s. They were used for search and rescue, I think. That was the latest use for this aircraft. This particular one, the one in the Dutch covers, the number 2 ship as it were, actually had 3 confirmed U-boats sinking. And one unconfirmed during World War II. And in fact was the most successful catapult in respect of nothing subs in Europe. And he'd been flying B-70s during his short but very dense career. It was like this one. Pompidou's open. Wounded. We've got Andy Hammond. Andy is the head of the multimedia company, and at the same time again and Dave Boardman, just the butcher. All these are aeroplanes. Really took off from the fire. The difference being that And of course, deliver the aircraft where it's completely identical to the Orange aircraft. It's going to have one of the first of this after having the bridges together. Really good pilots, well trained, and they were really as flown by the Flying Tigers, for instance. And today, the horse is characterized by, and the Joker is the man who is behind the very idea of Flying Legends. Because it takes time to build up the Balbo, and you have somebody really close. And then 2 years afterwards, the second element of the Balbo, which is mainly composed of Spitfires and Hurricanes. So that you gently reduce forward and then sharply forward, get the proper speed. Gear down, flaps down. Pull up. Now. Left, you go towards the down flag, and then again, as your blitz. Was it? That has been an occasion today, to be sure. Yeah. It's been a real education working with you.